Good evening, good morning, whatever time it is wherever you are. This is Alan Bostic, the Poker Shaman, streaming to you from the Poker Dojo in Oakland, California, where it is now 10 minutes after 3 in the afternoon, and I am doing a play and explain session on Ignition, where I am playing $50 no limit holdem, six-handed. That is to say 25 and 50-cent blinds, $50 buy-in cap. I'm in one table where we're playing three-handed, and on another where I'm waiting for the blinds in a full six-handed table. Folding 9-5 offsuit in the big blind on the three-handed table. Fourth player has joined. Fifth. We're off to the races. 10-6 suited in the small blind. I'm not calling it open with it, not re-raising, so I'm folding. I was just thinking that 10-6 suited is like at the bottom of my opening range against the big blind. You're still waiting for the big blind on table 2. Table 1 is full, and we are about to take the button. Nine four offsuit on the button is an obvious fold. This player is just open limp, so when we get a HUD for them, we will mark them as loose passive. Nine three suited in the cutoff. There's an open ahead of us. We're folding. This player flopped a set and didn't fully milk it, but took some money out. Ace 8 offsuit in the big blind on table 2. We might or might not defend it depending on who opens and for how much. If the button doesn't open for too big, I think we can. Meanwhile, folding ace 6 off in the hijack at the other table. 10-10-5 rainbow, that is a hard flop to hit. Betting to fold out their big cards. It gets through. 9-7 offsuit in the low jack is a fold. King jack offsuit in the small blind. We'll see what happens. $40-20 looks not calling the open, not 3-betting it. $60-60 is either yellow or red. We'll start out yellow. 40-20 is 40-20 here should be 20-0. That might be 100% in the big blind. We don't know yet about this player. Ace 4 suited in hearts in the big blind. Ace tray offsuit is at the bottom of our opening range on the button. Player is disconnected. Open for 2.5 bigs. We get a walk, and while on table 1, our open gets through on table 2. We're folding tray deuce offsuit in the cutoff, and we have pocket 4s in the small blind on table 1. I'm not interested in flatting an open. $38.13 is definitely green. Pocket 5s in the hijack is an open. 10 jack suited on the button is an open. What do we know about these players? They're standard 2.5x open. Here we get flatted on the button and the small blind. Flatted on the small blind here. We have a pair, backdoor diamonds, backdoor straight. I think this is a hand to check back. Here come our diamonds. Betting 2/3 pot. Our diamonds come through. Bet 2/3 pot. And we are checking our 5s on table 1. They raise. They have the nuts flush. Folding here. Downgraded to green. I don't want to call a 3x with ace 5 offsuit. Folding 5-9 offsuit. Ace 8 diamonds. Let's view the hand history. P5 is where? P5 is the small blind. They check raised. Folding the 6-5 off. between flatting in the small blind, which is terrible, and their 36-18 stats. I'm flagging them as loose passive. This person is 18-18, so they get yellow. This person is 31-8, they're green. 33-0 is green. $125, 2.5x. We're not going to flat on the button. Don't like 3-betting and I don't like folding. We have third pair, backdoor spades, and we are going to check behind, wait a little bit. Now we have a gut shot to a 10. If they bet, I am considering a raise. Not for value so much as we block their draws, block all their draws. Question is, if we check back, we are hoping to be I'm over betting. It gets through. Not going to flat with ace-5. I could consider 3-betting it. Don't know enough about them though. Ace-4 suited in the hijack. Certainly worth an open. Small blind flats. Loose player. Both players flat. So 8-7 deuce two-tone. Small blind is very short stacked. SBR less than 1. I'm gonna check back. This card is good for a delayed c-bet. 9-10 gets there. Betting to fold out air, basically. Well, if I'm by beating air. There's our ace. Queen Jack is worth an open. Can we overcall? Oh, hearts have gotten there. I'm not going to call. Big blind call with ace-4 offsuit. This clown should have just jammed pre-flop. All right, we have been 3-bet by a kind of think this is in our calling range. We're not going to 4-bet. Backdoor clubs and two overcards. They bet a little less than half, more than a third. I think we can let this go. New player here. 25, 19, 0, 39, 6, 0, 25. We're not calling the raise from the... Oh, two limps. We have queen jack offsuit. If we raise, I'm going to over limp. We'd like to get it heads up, but I don't think we can. We have a gut shot to a 10, backdoor diamonds, diamond blocker. We're going to check back. That's no help. Three bet here from an unknown player. This person is a clown. Nine, eight offsuit's not good enough for the cutoff. We have ace 8 suited in the small blind here on table 2, and we're not playing for a 3x open. Five, 7 suited on the button. That is marginal, but it might be openable. What are we seeing? We have a 24, 12, which is tight passive, and an aggro player here who has 3-bet. I don't want to play this versus a player who 3-bets. Ace jack offsuit is certainly an open from the cutoff, but we're not combating against someone who opens ahead of us. Cheddarman asks, moved up the stakes? And the answer is yes. Brad Wilson kind of shamed me into moving up because I play 1, 2, and 2, 5 live. Technically, I can afford by buy-ins technically I could afford to play like 100 no limit, but I am untried at 100 no limit. I have been dabbling at 50 no limit the past week or so. I haven't had much opportunity to play, but here I am playing 50 no limit. I moved some money around so that I was staked for it on ignition. And we're seeing how it goes. Okay, let's buy chips here. Jack 7 offsuit in the big blind is not defendable. But we get a free look thanks to this loose passive clown. No joy in the flop. I don't think it's worth paying off. We're not defending a cutoff open with ace-3 offsuit through 3x. We're not playing king-jack off in the small blind to a 2.5x open. King-10 suited in the small blind. This person is 3310. No 3-betting history. No time bank. I don't want to 3-bet this, not against somebody who has a 10% opening range. Jack 5 or Jack 10 offsuit on the button got through. King Queen offsuit on the button. Person. Do I want to 3-bet? No. 9 deuce suited in the big blind. Super passive player min raises. Opening range or ISO range is going to be something like 5%. There's an ace high flop and they're continuing to bet, so it looks like I made a good laydown. The front door club draw gets there. Fourth club hits. Massive river overbet. Seven, 6 offsuit with a limper. I don't want to play it. Worst position, tough to realize equity. Implied odds suck in worst position because it's so hard to extract value. King 10 suited in the cutoff is certainly worth an open. Pocket jacks on the button in table 1. Gets through. And we want to buy some more chips. Folding queen deuce. This button open got through. King 9 offsuit not good enough to open from the cutoff. Playing four-handed here. Playing four-handed here. Three, 4 suited in the big blind. We are checking. That helps us not one bit. One liner to a 6 or jack. Folding queen deuce offsuit to a open. Jack 5 offsuit, we're folding. Queen 5 offsuit and the small blind is a fold. Isolating this character. Get flatted. No, small blind and limper. Now this board fits well with the high card. Oh, donk. Now we are done. Folding obvious folds. Pocket queens in the low jack. Who's in the big blind? Unknown player. $31.14 is a queen. Flatted by the small blind. Who graduates to purple. All right, that's a decision. This person is donks. This person, I think we have to peel once. Do we call a third bet? Betting half a pot. His flush has gotten there. We unblock it. But I don't think he was betting a flush. I'd call 5. Does he have a king? Yes, he has a king. Fold this 8-3 suited to a large 5x. Folding deuce 4 offsuit in the small blind. Good luck with the new steak, says the Cheddar Man. Well, thank you. I am optimistic. When they play as bad as this guy here, we just have to... Okay, open limp. You're terrible. 10-4 offsuits a fold. This player has isolated. Pocket eights in the hijack. With a loose player in the big blind, we're opening to 3x. Get flat by... I don't feel particularly incentivized to bet. You have equity to protect now. Bet a third pot to fold out ace highs and other misses. Five, four suited is a fold. I can see there are games in which I'd play where I'd open it, but no, not here. Pocket fours in the big blind. Flatting an open from any of these players. Not raising. Jack 10 suited is folding to a 3-bet. However, we have whiffed. That's a third pot. We don't have anything here. Not doing anything with this in the face of a min open. Queen 3 suited. That's a marginal open if it's folded to me. King 5 offsuit is a fold. I am not continuing, however, with the face of a tag open. Queen 7 offsuit in the big blind, table 1. A clown open limps. Small blind raises too small to isolate. Jack 9 offsuit is not good enough to open in this spot. Not in the cutoff. Ace 6 offsuit's not good enough for the hijack. Our standards go up. We play tighter the further away from the button we get. 10-6 offsuit in the small blind. This is just not happening. This player looks pretty active. I would mark them as red for the time being, at least. Maybe they're just catching good, but pocket queens again. This time we're open to 2.5x because of the active tight player in the big blind. Now 10, 4, 8. That's bet a third pot. Ace 7 suited on the big blind, on the button. Open 2.5x. Pocket sixes in the big blind on table 2. Our open gets through. Our first 3-bet of the session. Against a wide range, they give up immediately. Strictly speaking, I think that pocket sixes might be a call there rather than a 3-bet. But exploitatively playing, when you've got position and a superior range, if you 3-bet, you can punish the hell out of them. 3-betting in position makes more money than flatting. Pocket threes on the button. Thus preacheth Alex Fitzgerald. This person opens again. We are not flatting. Eight, 7 offsuits to fold. 10 deuces a fold, and we wait for good hands. Started streaming at 3:10. It is now 3:50. 20 more minutes of this, and I'll wrap it up. It's actually 3:49, but I'm being... Who needs precision when you don't need to measure with a micrometer when you're cutting with an axe. Queen Jack offsuit in the big blind. What's their status? Is a button flatted. I'm gonna call. That's a great flop for our range, but terrible flop for our hand. We have backdoor spades. Done. person is looking rather red. This person is 50-44. They're looking hella red. E6% flop, aggression frequency 100% turn, 60% river. These numbers say wide ranges, bluffy. We can catch them with their bants down a lot. This player is somewhat a little tighter, but still we can catch them. These opening ranges are huge. Pocket sixes in the small blind again. Tight player opens. We are not playing. We are not tight passive, I should say. This tight opening range. Jack 3 offsuits going nowhere. Queen 7 offsuits going nowhere. Seven, six. This player, who's gonna 3-bet me? Nobody, basically. So I think I can widen my sizing. I think this is a fold. This raise gets through. King 5 is a fold. Queen 7 suited in the small blind. p.m. So 17 more minutes. Pocket fours. This player calls wide, but this player isolates a lot. The raise gets through. 5-9 checks. 9-6 off folds. Ace, queen, deuce. We have total air. 8-6 off folds. Three offsuits going nowhere. 4 deuce offsuits going nowhere. 9-5 offsuit in the big blind. Unknown player. We're not calling their raise. 5-7 offsuit to fold. King queen offsuit in the small blind. This will be interesting. The open gets through. This very loose player seems to be taking my play seriously. This is a newer player. I'm folding the queen 9 suited. King jack offsuit. Damn, I should have sized up a little bit because both these players are on the passive side. Ace deuce offsuit in the big blind on table 2. 9-9-5. Bet a third. Checking here. Now we have top pair. I want to check back. If I check again, I can bet for value. Does not pay me off. Checking ace worst kicker 3 ways, folding the ace 3 off. I'm going to call here, let the clock run for a little bit. Now I have no kicker at all. Size is up. Do I want to call down? What I know about this guy is he does 3-barrel. I think it's a fold. It's a fold. $3.59, 11 minutes to go. Folding the 7-4 offsuit. Ace 4 offsuit's a fold. Queen deuce offsuit in the big blind is not defendable. King 5 offsuit. I'm not playing even on the button. Five eight's going to be a fold in the small blind. 9-6 offsuit in the cutoff is a fold. Queen 5 offsuit in the button is a fold. These stats are king queen suited on the big blind. 5, 6. Ace 10 is an open, raising to 3x because of these loose players. You have the 10 of hearts. Gonna check back. King pairs, that's good for us. They betted, they had Jack 10. They thought their 10 was good. Jack 10 suited or offsuit? Hold 6-5 offsuit. Jack 10 suited. King deuce suited is a fold in the hijack. 4:04, 6 more minutes. Get a walk here with the ace tray offsuit. King 3 suited in the small blind. This clown limps. 10 deuce is a fold in the low jack. It's a fold just about anywhere. 6 suited in the big blind. I'm tempted to limp, but I think I'm better off folding. Out of position, multi-way. Not good enough to raise. Jack deuce is a fold, especially to an open. This player is 9-7-3 rainbow. They bet pot. Queen 10 suited, hearts in the small blind. Tight aggressive player. Opens early. Gut shot on the flop. Flush draw on the turn. Ace 9 in the hijack, I think, is no good. Do I want... That's not good. That board interacts well with defending ranges and dumbfuck the donks. Passive player in the big blind. They're on the tight side, but pair and a flush draw. That gives us a boatload of equity, but we do not. 6-4 suited. We bet a third, we call. That's actually good for us. Let's hope they have ace queen or something like that. That is 9 out of 15. That's 60% of pot. I think we can call that. Now we have a pair. We can't bet. What did they have? Had ace jack. Well, I was close. I think we better sit out next big blind. It's time to wind down. We're folding 6-5 off. Ace 9 off suit's not going anywhere in the low jack. 10 deuce on the button is not going anywhere. Leave this, go. They had the ace of hearts in that 9-10 hand. Fold the jack 4. They check the river. So it's not a winning session for me. I'm down about $9, which is noise at this stake. But got some hands to review, and I will be able to turn them into hands hands for review into hands for analysis and learn something from them. I will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific time, which is 2000 hours Universal Time, aka Greenwich Mean Time. I will be back Thursday, the day after tomorrow, at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. That's early Friday morning, 0100 hours Universal Time, for my Ignition tournament grind, including the weekly rewards free roll. On Sunday at noon Pacific Time, 1900 Universal Time, 1900 hours Universal Time, I should say, I will be grinding on Black Chip Poker, which is a skin on the same network as America's Card Room, where I get, on Black Chip, I get 35% rake back, which is why I play there rather than ACR. I will be playing a small stakes tournament grind there. On last Sunday's Sunday tournament grind, I fired 4 bullets, cashed 2 of them, and got a deep run in a large field tournament for one of them, and so I'm feeling pretty good about my tournament play right now. So you might want to see if I can make another deep run or two Sunday and Thursday night. And I have pop-up streams like this Play and Explain session. I do Play and Explains with some regularity because I need game tape, which is recordings of my play for my own study and analysis. And I'm tempted to start doing this on a specific schedule, but I haven't pinned down the details yet. But so pop-up streams and my study stream on Wednesday, my tournament stream on Thursday, tournament stream on Sunday, and that's the way it is. If you like what you see, remember to hit the follow button. Be reminded of get notifications when I am streaming. And meanwhile, play well, and run better. Thank you for watching.